Good morning. It is Wednesday, and that means it's time for your workout with me. 7:30, bright and early. Let's get it started. Let's get it underway. Today, now it is still very smoky outside, and so today I wanted to design a workout that we could do from the couch or from the sofa or whatever we say in Canada. The show, we call it the couch. So all of the movements we're doing today involve sitting down, lying down, or at least having our hands on some sort of soft seated option. Now, we don't have a couch here at Maverick that I can use up in the studio, so I'll be using an uncomfortable box and a less uncomfortable floor. But if you today, all the equipment you need is your sofa, and you'll just need a little bit of weight mostly for the conditioning. So let's get into it. For today's warm up, we have 3 movements. We're just going to move through continuously until they're done. And let me demonstrate those for you. So first things first today, we will be starting out with 12 bench dips. For this one, you're going to put your hands on your couch. You want your fingers facing off the couch, your palms are on. And with our bum as close to the couch as possible, pulling our shoulders back, we're bending at our elbows, dropping our hips down, pressing up and through. We aren't using our feet, so we certainly shouldn't be doing this. There's nothing for your legs to do here. Everything is focused on the arms. We're going to come down onto the floor, and we are going to do some clam shells. Now, I want you, if you're on your sofa or couch, to press your back and feet into the couch so that they are in alignment. And from a completely lying down position, making sure our hips are stacked one over the other, slowly opening and closing, trying to feel it in the glute. This is a great glute activation technique. You should feel it almost instantly, and by the time we've done 12 on each side, you should feel it very wholesomely. So as soon as we finish 12, we'll flip over, reset, put your back against the couch again, back into the clam shells. It's a small movement, but I think you'll find very effective. The last movement that we're doing today are air squats. So I'm going to get you to do this against your couch so that we can control your depth. So sitting down, we're just going to tap like so. Tap the legs or tap your hips, bob your arm pull. Okay, so that's the whole thing. We'll repeat everything. Sorry, it's 15 air squats. Everything else is 12. So we're going to continuously do these. So we've done them 3 times. Let's get into it. Not running the timer today, so let me just count you in. We start with our bench dips, so make sure your fingers are facing off the couch, palms are on, ready to push. Let's drop our hips in 3, 2, 1. Open your shoulders. Let's come down. There's 1. Drop. 2. So moving with control, up quickly, slow on the way down. I take my toes off the floor when I do these. Just makes it a little bit easier for me not to use my feet. It's really important that you pull your shoulders back and open. We're trying to isolate our triceps. So through the back of our upper arm. I think this is 10. Good. So slow on the way down. Keep your hips close to the couch. Slow as you can go. Then we press up. Now we're going to come down onto the floor. So again, you're going to lie down, press your back and your feet into your sofa. Along the sides there, make sure your hips are one over the top of the other. Now we're going to open. Now for me, this range of motion is only about 6 inches. It's quite small, so we're not trying to fling it all the way open. It's a small controlled movement, and we want to feel it through the back of the hip here. Good, so up and down. See if you can pause at the top, so rather than taking your time, we'll do 12, so I think it's 10, 11, and 12. Good. Then we're going to flip over, reset, put our back against the sofa. Feet need to be touching one on top of the other. And now we're going to open. So the reason we make this small is so that we can get the isolation right in the glute here. If you want to put your hand up on your hip, sometimes it can be hard to kind of make that mind-body connection with the glute, especially if you have quad dominance, which a lot of people do. That means you're more likely to use the front of your legs. See, that's 7. Good. So put your hand here, try and squeeze that. Use that to help you open the hip. Good job. That must be 12. Okay, our last movement is going to be air squats today. So let's reset. I'm going to put my feet right against my butt. And from here, we're coming down till we hit, then straight back up. Good. 3, 4, we're doing 15. Good, back straight, push the knees apart. Good old-fashioned squats. 7, 8, good. Stand all the way up at the top for me, push the floor away from you. I've really done a terrible job with counting. I'm going to do 3 more, that ought to be enough. 1, 2, and 3. Good, then we're back into our bench dip. So you really want to feel this through the back of the arms. Let's come into position. Fingers hanging off, palms are on. Pull those shoulders back for me, so not a neutral position, really exaggerated. And from here, let's drive the elbows backwards as we bend. Keep the shoulders back. We got 12. Good. If you want to make this harder, you can put your feet a little further away. Whew. This is the warm-up, so you decide what's right for you. I know it was arm day yesterday, so you might be feeling a little spicy in those triceps right now. Modify it to suit you. We got to do 12. This is 10, 11, and 12. Good job. Now we're back on the floor, more clam shells. Again, we really want to feel this through here. Very small movement. When I tell you you want your hips stacked one on top of the other, so I don't want any rotation. Perfect alignment. So let's come down. Press your back, your head, and your feet against the couch. Make sure hips are one over the top of each other. Let's go for that nice little movement. Again, put your hand on the glute for some awareness. Make sure your head is resting down. Core should be on. We're keeping ourselves really still, other than the clamshell. This should be 7, 8, nice and small, 10, 11, and 12. Good. We'll flip over. Let's reset. Yeah, that's it. Reset. Good. Coming into our nice snoozy position. Good. 2, 3, 4. Now, if you're not feeling this in your glute, and if you're not really feeling much, the first thing I want you to do is make sure your feet, your hips, your shoulders, and your head are pressed against the bench. Then I want you, or your sofa, I want you to make sure that you're in a nice alignment so everything's stacked one on top of the other. And then I want you to have smaller movements. So even if you just start with an inch, do a little bit higher. But again, really shouldn't be any more than 6 inches. I have long legs, so I should have a longer range of motion than most people. So if you're going more than 6 inches, you're going too far. All right, that's got to be 12. We'll do one more for good luck. And then we come up on our feet. We're going to come into our air squats. So, feet against the couch. Let's boop 15 times. So, boop. Good. 2. If you want to hold a weight now, if you're feeling like you want to make this a little bit more challenging, 7. Then you can hold a weight up here, making sure that we keep our chest up. We don't want to be folding forward. So try pull the shoulders back, keep the core braced. I'm going to do 5 more. 1, 2, good. 3, 4, and 5. Good. Let's do one more round. So back into our bench dips. So sitting on our seat, placing our hands right beside our hips, no wider than just outside the hips. Palms are on, fingers are off. Keep those hips as close to your bench as you can. Pull the shoulders open. So think about pulling your shoulder blades together. So we don't want to be here. We need those shoulders to be back. Or as far back as yours go. A great way to get some stretch in here. Practice opening up. This is 8. Nice. 9. 10. 11. Really drive through the palms. 12. So we're back on the floor for some clam shells. It really is just as simple as this, feeling it through the glute. So Let's come on down. Doesn't matter which side we start on, we'll both get done. So press yourself against your sofa, and now let's go into it. Now, this might feel like a pretty small movement, and maybe it feels frustrating or not like a warm-up for you, but I really cannot undersell the value of glute activation exercises. Glutes are so important to every single leg movement we do, even when we're favoring the quads. And it's very common for people to have core glute activation as your glutes become more dominant or balanced in the movements. It really can make a huge change in your ability to do just about anything. So if your goals are lifting, having stronger glutes that really participate in that practice are never going to be a bad thing. Also great for hiking, skiing, snowboarding, wakeboarding, really anything. If you've got strength in the posterior chain of your body, so your back through your glutes down into your hamstrings, girl, you'll be on fire. I got one more, I think. Make sure you finish those glutes off. Then we'll come into our air squats. So, if I had $1 for every time I preached about glutes, I just cannot tell you enough about them. 3, 4, 5, come down so you hit your seat. 7, but I don't want you to sit down. We're not resting, we're warming up. Woo. 9, 10, we're going for 15. Push your knees apart a little bit. Whole foot presses into the floor. 13, 14, and 15. That's 3 rounds. We should feel quite warm. So we've hit our triceps, we've hit our glutes, we've warmed up our whole body with squats. It's time to get working. I'm just going to turn my fan on. Because yeah, I'm warm. That warm up did it for me. Today, oh, let me stay in the screen. 4-hour workout. We have to count how many reps we do. And I know you know, and I know you know. You know I know how bad I am at counting and talking. So your goal number 1 today is to try and count. All of the movements we're doing today, we've got 3 movements that we'll do on one leg, then the other. So that's 6 sets there. We're finishing off, of course, with some core, because that's how we like to do it. So movement number 1 today is single leg box squats. We're going to do 8 reps on each side. So we are, option number 1, taking one leg off the floor. We're just doing those air squats we just did, except adding a little sit down and removing one leg. So ideally, keeping one foot off the floor, over time adding a weight at our chest. Option number 2, if you're finding this a little unstable, is just resting the heel of your hanging leg so that you don't fall over. I want you to make sure you're not falling down. So you don't want to come down like this, even though our couch is very comfortable. So taking our time, coming back up again. Do 8 on one side, straight into 8 on the other. Then we'll be moving into a lying leg lift. So more glutes for you, even harder than last time. You can do this lying on your couch if it's long enough, or if you're like me, you can do this on the floor. So once again, nice straight back, hips stacked. We are going to keep our bottom leg bent as a nice stability, or stabilizer, sorry. Our top leg is straight, and we are going to raise it up as high as we can. Isolating, moving through here. We want to do 10 to 12. And I want you to take it slow. So we're not going to fling it around. We want to move with control. As you get tired, you might find it becomes a smaller movement, or you want to go faster. That's okay. Do the best, so the slowest and the biggest that you can over time. Really working that glute. If you have ankle weight, now's a great time to bust those puppies out. So we're going to do 10 to 12 on one side, and we're going to do 10 to 12 on the other. Then our third movement that we're doing is a corkscrew. So we're going to get into the same position that we just did for our clam shells, except now we're lying down, backs against the couch, feet are against the couch, hips are stacked. So now rather than opening the hip, we're going to internally rotate, and we are raising the heel. So we want to feel it through. There we go. I need to reset myself because I'm not feeling it. There we go. So we want to feel it through here. Think about tipping the knee in. It's almost like this, but rather than getting that full rotation through the hip, we're going to keep the hip down and we are simply rotating through. Good. If we need to increase how much we're feeling it, we can lift the leg a little bit more, but we'll see where we get to. The last thing we'll be doing today is a hand-assisted V-sit. So balancing. So usually when we do V-sit, we do it like this. If you're sitting on your soft couch, that's going to feel a little bit impossible. So what you're going to do is put your hands behind you, just like we practiced with the bench dip. The fingers facing forward, opening the chest. We are just leaning back on our couch or along a couch and helping ourselves to come up. We'll do 45 seconds of that, so I'll run the clock for that one. Our goal is to get through this 3 to 4 times today. We're just gonna have to see how we go 4 times. My goal is to have you working for at least 20 minutes. So let's get into it. I'm gonna have 1 sip of water. We're starting off with our single leg box squat. Let's see it, ladies. Time to go to work. We'll start this in 3, 2, 1. So let's plant our left leg, right leg hangs. We're going to come down, sit, and push through that leg on the floor to come back up. So slowly coming down, shoulders are down away from the ears, and back up. Woo. That's 3. Again, if you need to, keeping the right foot just touching the floor so that we have some balance. We aren't pushing through it. Good. Another important thing here is keeping our core strong. We don't want to like roll through this movement. We need the spine to stay nice and long. This is 6. Good. Press. Coming down. And press. Switching legs. Let's go straight into it, no breaks. So sitting back, good, big press through the planted leg, trying to let the other leg do nothing. It should be pretty tired now. So think about, as you press up, woo, pushing the floor away beneath you, and letting that be what propels you upwards. Pull yourself up nice and tall, like you're a puppet and someone's pulling a string up through your head. Good. Pull those shoulders back for me. We don't want to shrug. Keep the core locked. Okay, 7. Woo. And 8. Oh, that got a little spicy for me on the last one there. They come down to the floor because next is our lying leg lift. So, laying down, come into position, either on your couch or on the floor. We are going to get started. So stack the hips, brace the core. Let's keep everything locked and stable. We're going for 10 to 12. Keep that top leg straight and squeeze through the hip. Good. 6. See how high you can get it without. So we're not trying to like arch through our body. Everything else stays still. It's just the range of motion you can achieve through the hip. Try not to let the foot drift forward or backwards. 9, 10, good. 11, and 12. So we should be feeling it again through the glute. Let's switch over, changing sides. So, see, we don't need weight to be able to get good work for our glutes. Woo. Although we do love to. But we like to take a different tack from time to time. And when it's smoky out, I don't want to be forcing us to breathe super deeply. So let's instead focus on mobilization, stabilization, which we're doing here. This is 8. Lift that leg as high as you can. Feel it through here. Woohoo! Go for 12 if you can. Lovely. When we're done, let's stay on that side. We're now going to switch into our corkscrews. So remember, rotating internally now, like we're dropping our knee. and lifting the heel. So let me reset. Here we go. So 1, hold on. Again, very important that you're looking down. So we want a straight line going through the spine, the hips, and down into the feet. Keep the knees together and rotate this way. So up as far as you can. Woo. I'm gonna kind of feel it through here. Good. You need to keep playing around. Like we're crunching through this section to achieve that rotation. Again, going for 10 to 12. 8, 9. Good. If you can go for 12, keep it up. Ooh, I'm feeling that. That's spicy. Good. As soon as you're done, flipping back around. Good job. So again, reset. Look down through the spine, the hips, straight line into the feet. Here we go. Feet are stacked, hips are stacked. We're going to open the heel. Woohoo! Squeezing through the front here. 7, 8. I'm so bad at counting and talking and doing. So I apologize if you end up doing more. If you're sticking with me, I do encourage you to count for yourself. I'm going to do extra 2 to make sure that I feel the burn sometimes. So enough out of me. Let's get into our corkscrews. So we will start in, no, we just did the corkscrews. Assisted V-sits. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, 45 seconds. So hands are behind us, trying just to use the core, but hands are going to help us not sink too far into our couch. Drive those knees up. Try to keep your chin up and your chest out for me. Pull your shoulders back. Woo. Good. Big drive. I like to think about kicking my heels in towards my bum, driving my knees to my chin and my chest to my knees. Woo. Good. We have 15 seconds left. Go for it. Raise that core all the way down into the hips. 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, this is the perfect amount of time. We know what we're doing now. 20 seconds and we'll be back on our feet for our single leg box squats. We're gonna get through this 4 times, heaven forbid. All right, let's keep it working. Yeehaw, 10 seconds. Grabbing a weight if you need one. Let's start with our left leg again. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Time to work. So we're doing 8 on each leg. Good. Now I just want to reinforce the importance of not arching our back. So for this movement, we're not trying to like stick our bum out way behind us. We're also not trying to like glide our way up and through. Instead, the back should get set at the top. So from here, nice straight back, shoulders back, core is locked. Then we are simply hinging at the ankle, knee, and hip. No other joints are moving. Good. Big power to come up. Sit down, and bam, pow. Once you've done 8, switching legs. This is it for me. Good. All right. Now, look down at your knees for me. Make sure that they are pushing away from each other. If anything, we don't want them to go directly forward. We definitely do not want them to tip inwards towards the center of our body, like our belly button line. Should be pushing them out a little bit. It's going to help us get that good full execution of the posterior chain in this movement. Quads are definitely working, but so is the backside. Woo. Last one. When we're done, coming onto the floor, we're going to do our lying leg lifts. So let's get our left leg moving first, or whatever leg you didn't just use. So that nice alignment again. Bottom leg is bent, top leg is straight. We want it moving in line with our body. Go for 10 to 12. Good. So don't let the hips move from here. If our hips are stable, only moving through the bottom side of the hip. So what I'm trying to say is we're not trying to like twist, roll, anything through here. Core is locked, hips stay in one place. We're squeezing these muscles here in the back to try and lift the heel. I flex my foot. This makes it more engaged for me. I'm gonna do 2 more. Then I'm gonna switch sides. Okay, switch it over. Come on, come on. Oh, the switching is part of the workout. Pressing yourself in a nice line, look down. Let's bend the bottom leg. Top leg is straightened out. Flex the foot, so pull the toes up towards your face. And from here, raising your ankle to the sky. Keep this set. No movements. The only thing we are moving through, again, is the bottom of the hip joint into the leg by using the muscles here to raise it up. Good. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. Awesome. If you don't feel this tomorrow, I don't know what'll get you. So, moving on to our corkscrew next. I'm lazy, so I'm going to stay on this side. If you need to switch because you're feeling tired, by all means, go for it. So let's look down through the spine, hips, making sure the feet are in alignment. Brace the core. Let's work. So twisting. Think about pushing your top knee, like twisting it down into the floor. Good. We're opening the space between the feet by rotating at the hip. So still getting that rotation from the hip down into the leg, but now we're moving forward instead of upwards. Good. We're still going for 12 here. 10, 11, and 12. Good. I'm certainly feeling it through here. Starting to feel it in here. Hope you're sharing that. Let's switch sides. Very important that we get that alignment through the spine, hips, and feet. So looking down and through, I want you to imagine a line going all the way. So sometimes you have to kind of push your knees that way a little bit more, like down towards your feet. Oh, hold on, wrong one. So here we go. Core is braced. Rotate the hip forward, the leg forward, through the hip. 5, 6, good. 7, 8, 9, good. Good pace. With control. Perfect. Oh yeah. So now we're moving into our hand-assisted V-sit. So sitting on something soft, hands are back behind us. We'll be starting that 45-second run in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Open the chest. Drive the knees up. Push them away. You can slow it down. That's all right. Try to keep moving. Big crunch through the core. 30 seconds remain. Good. Big drive. Make it a snap. Woo! Like you're folding yourself up like an accordion. Good job. I like to exhale as I crunch up. Really helps with that core engagement. You got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good. And in 30 seconds, we'll come into round number 3. Doing great, gals. So today, maybe not as high cardio or sweaty as we might be expecting. Certainly should be feeling warm. Certainly should be very aware of everything happening between here and here. Let's do another one. Shall we come to it? All together now. Grabbing your weight, planting one leg, lifting the other. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go for 8. Sitting down. Big press to come through. We're not falling. Woo. Pull those shoulders back. We're standing proud and tall. we come up. So make sure you don't just get to here. Push the hips all the way through. Let's take it through that full range of motion. Nice. Seven, 8. Good, switch it over. And big drives through the leg. Whatever is planted on the floor, it's the main foot. Try not to use the heel of the other leg. I definitely feel like I press more through my heel to stand up than my toe, but my toe's not chilling. The whole leg is working. Yes. Sitting back, come down with control, drive up quick. Full extension, don't arch your back. Not trying to hyperextend. Just come to a beautiful, fully elongated position. Once you've done 8, we're on the floor for our lying leg lift. Lying leg lift, lying leg lift. Woo-hoo! Come on down. Here we go, top leg is straight. Let's lift and drop. Let's go for 12, or as many as you can do. So squeezing through the back of the body. Woo! Buns of steel. 6, 7. Good. See if you can get it higher as we go. But making sure we're not letting it drift forward or backwards. Just straight up and down. All the way back down. And 12. Good. I'm feeling more range as we go through today. But just because we can go higher doesn't mean we go faster. So let's switch sides. Top leg straight, bottom leg is bent. Core on, let's go. Up. See, this side doesn't quite have the range of motion. Yeah, funny. I do always find my right side is tighter through my shoulders and through my legs, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised it's the same in my glutes. But look down and through, make sure your foot's moving in line with the rest of your body. It's not drifting forward. You got it. Keep the core strong, don't arch. We're not trying to arch, so don't drop and lift the ribs. Ribs stay in one place. Once you've done 10 to 12, we'll be in our corkscrews next. So very important that we get that alignment right. Shoulders, hips, feet all in one position. Let's brace the core. Let's get ready and rotate forward through the hip now. Good. So twisting, thinking about rotating like so. Woo. And return. And return. Going for 12. Feeling it more through the front. Good. Oh, that's hard. 11 and 12. Good. I'm going to switch it over. Coming into our next position. That hurts. Like in the good way. I'm very pleased. This is what we came for. All right, let's look down through, reset that alignment. Now, I know I'm harping on a lot about this today, but because these are such specific isolation movements, it's meaningful to take the time. It'll make a difference. So I'm going to reset again. I'm still not feeling this the way I want to. So flexing here. Good. Woo. I hope you're not getting any cramps or anything. I just got a little cramp. I'm flexing my foot to try and deal with that. Good. 7. All right, remember, think about rotating internally and coming back with control. Again, we're not just like flicking it, kicking it. This is a controlled movement. We are highly specializing. Woo! And this will be 12. Good. Woo, woo, woo. All right, we've got to do 45 seconds of V-sits before we can call it on this round. Let's see where we're at. Okay, shall we do it? Let's go in 3, 2, 1, and work. Hands are behind us, fingers forward, open your shoulders. Let's get that chest open and proud. Now, if you're somebody who sits at a desk, or if you've ever had some postural issues, maybe you have Shoulders that like to roll forward. This is a really nice way to try to open up your chest. This is going to benefit you in posture, great for push-ups. Feeling this open up makes everything nicer. We got 10 seconds left, so let's go. Keep driving those knees up. You can push with your hands a little bit, but not too much. Timer in 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, good. Good, good, good. We got time for one more round. We're gonna start that in 20 seconds. Smashing the core and the lower body today. We love to see it. This is a good little workout, I know. It's not that high cardio that you're used to, but if you aren't feeling this, let's really tweak it for this last round, make sure we're there. If you are feeling it on the other hand, I really want you to listen to the body. There's a point we're gonna go too far. So remember, there's always range. Do as many as you can safely. Let's do it one last time. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Sitting down with control, driving up nice and fast. My version of nice and fast is getting a lot slower over time. I can do a couple with my leg off, but I am starting to feel the need to have my hanging leg on the floor. Let me fight it for as long as I can. Really feeling this all over the place. Big power through that foot on the floor. Let that be your power block. Just push through. Boom. Good. Once you've done 8, we will switch. Lift the other leg. Sit down with control. Power out. Bang. Good. You got it. All right. What's going on over there? You got this? Try not to fold forward. Pull those shoulders back for me. Come on. Up nice and tall at the top. Full range of motion. Sit down. Try not to fall. Control, 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 control. And here we go for 8. Power. Bang. Good. As soon as you're done, we're doing our lying leg lift. You want our left leg on top if we start with the left leg. Right leg on top if you started with the right last time. Let's go. So, tucking, coming, sorry. Oh my gosh. We are going to make sure our back is straight, stack our hips, bend up bottom leg, top leg is straight. Here we go. Lifting up and down. Up. Nicely done. 4, as high as you can. 6, don't no rocking through the pelvis. That spine to hip connection should be staying completely stable, unmoving, unchanged. Instead, it's the hip to leg joint that is pivoting. Once you've done your 10 to 12, switching sides, good job. Reset, reset, reset. Oh, hello to my glutes. Woo. We got this, here it goes. And up, good. Nice tension here. Brace. We're feeling it out here. Through the back. Good. Awesome, awesome. 9, 10, make sure the foot is not drifting forward, so not this way, certainly not behind you. Let's just keep it in line with the body. Nothing too cray-cray. Woohoo! Let's feel the heat. Oh, I gotta like jiggle my legs, get some movement back in there. So from here, let's just check the alignment before we move into our corkscrews. Hips stacked, feet in line with the hips and the spine. Let's go. So rotating forward through the hip. We're going for 12 or as many as you can do. Woo. 5, 6. Oh, these feel harder than before. Woo-hoo. Relax the head, open the chest, core is on. Rotating forward through the hip. 11, 12. Oh, nice. Let's switch it over. Almost there. Let's see it, girls. And get to work. Let's go. Up, down. Keep the core. Drop the knee in. Rotate it in. Lift the heel. 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Oh my goodness. What work we've done. We've got the last thing to do. Then it's over. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. V-sit. You can push with your hands a little bit. Woo. Good. 25 seconds. Yeah. Go. Get as many as you can. This is our last time. I promise there's no more cold things today after this. Oh, I'm losing my clock. We got 5 seconds left. All the way. 3, 2, 1. Rest. And we have finished our couch workout. Awesome. I hope you are feeling that. As you stand up, we should be feeling definitely through the back. I'm feeling it over here and through here. And, you know, just feeling like I got a good sweat on today. Don't worry, we're going to bring it home with some cardio for conditioning. So grab some water. And prepare yourself. Oh, don't know what it's like at your house right now, but the lighting's really eerie in here. Feels very like orange. It's almost like we're in like Stranger Things, in that Netflix series. All very kind of sepia toned, and I don't know if I'm about that life. So today, we are going to be doing an EMOM. That means every minute on the minute, you need to get through some movements. Your goal is to do them as quickly as possible and then rest until the next minute comes around. So I think today we're going to do 10 rounds. If you've got more time and you want to push yourself more, you're always welcome to do more. Yes, you are. You can do as much as you like. So your 3 movements today, you have to do 10 ground to overheads, 12 jump lunges, and 5 push-ups. So let's recap what that looks like. For your ground to overheads, taking a reasonably heavy weight, we need to touch the ground. We need to pop it up overhead. Yeah. So you should feel your glutes for this one, like so. Once you've done 10 of those, we are doing 6 lunges on each side. Jump lunges if you can. So 1, 2, 3, 4, until you have done 12. Then we're going to jump down onto the floor. We got to do 5 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's exactly right. So then, hopefully we get through that in about 30 to 40 seconds. Then we get 20 seconds to recover. We do that 10 times through. As you get more tired, the rests will get shorter. If you run out of time to rest, you got 2 options. You can keep going and just keep moving through then until the 10 minutes caps out, or you can just, when that minute ends, just stop where you are and start at the top. What I want to see is good movement. I want to see variety, but more than anything, I want you to max out for speed wherever you can. I need to clear some space so that I don't run into my butt. You need to get away from your couch. Now is the time. Woo. I'm going to apologize to my legs for everything I've put them through today in advance, and we'll be getting started shortly. Okay, 10 minutes will be on the clock. I'm gonna come back here for my ground to overhead so I have space for my jump lunges. That makes more sense. All right, ladies, gentlemen, homies, brosefs, all of the above. We are gonna get started. We got 10 rounds to do. I'll always give you a 10-second warning. We start in 10 seconds. 10 ground to overhead, 12 jump lunges, 5 push-ups in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As quick as you can, let's go. 10, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Then we're into our jump lunges. Touch the back knee. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then on the floor, 5 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. We have 23 seconds left. Then we start the next round. Yeehaw! Hope that engine's revved right up now. You're gonna know about that. Woohoo! Here's your 10-second warning. If you are doing reverse lunges instead of jumps, I want you to do 10 total instead of 12. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Woo. Back to 10. Nine and 10. Jump lunges. 1. 9, 10, 11, 12. On the floor, push-ups. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. 20 seconds left. Well, I'm already slowing down. That's a bad time. Oh, well, we got 10 rounds to do. There's 8 left, and we start the next one in 10 seconds. Grab those weights. Arm to overhead in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Big power through the legs to catapult the weights up overhead. Good. Jump lunges. Tap the back knee. Just a tap. Into push-ups. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. 23 seconds left. Oh, I gotta take some deep breaths. Now, if your lungs are burning from the smoke, maybe this is not the right time to be doing this. See what you can do, but we're starting our next round if you're hanging in 5, 2, 1. Let's get it. Do your best. Good. Keep rolling. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, good Lord. 2, 3, 4, 5. 21 seconds left. Woohoo! 6 rounds to go. Nice. Okay, next round's coming up in 10 seconds. Let's come back into position. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Get it. Sweat, 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 sweat. Bend your knees. Please. Back strain. The jump lunges for me. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, we got 21 seconds. Woohoo! That's halfway. A reminder, if you are not doing the jump lunges, to reverse lunge instead, and I want you to do 10. All right, we start round 6 in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Big collar, let's go. Woo! Lunge, lunge, lunge. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, big moves. 7, 8, 9, 10 if you're reverse lunging. 2, 3, 4. Open the chest and those push-ups, 20 seconds left. We got 4 rounds to go. Sweaty, sweaty, 10 seconds. Oh, we're getting closer, this is nice. And 3, 2, 1, let's do it. 1. Push through the whole foot. Oh, that's getting hard. Okay, 21 seconds. Holy, good work. Okay, master the courage. Woo-hoo, 10 seconds. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here we go, deep breath. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So you move in as best you can. Woo! Legs feel heavy. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, 20 seconds. 2 rounds left. Oh my gosh. Woo! 10 seconds, let's do it again. Second last time. Woo! Coming up in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Nine and 10. It's gonna be reverse lunges for me. 1, 2, big step. Chest up. 5 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 18 seconds. Then we're on our last round. Let's bring it all the way. 10 seconds. You got this. Here it comes. 5, 4, race it to the end. 2, 1. Let's go. However long it takes. Seven, 8, 9, 10, and then hit those push-ups. 3, 4, 5, 17 seconds left. Finish it up. Come on, come on. All the way. In 10 seconds, it's all over. Unless you're done, but you're already done. Finish it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. And that's it. I have a chin sweat. That's cute, hey? Oh. Well, ladies, that was really something. Open those shoulders back up. Today, don't be afraid to hit some stretches. You can get your quads this way. Hold on, let me come back here. In a kneeling position, leaning forward, trying to open through the hip, nice and square. For your quads. We can lie on our back. We cross one leg over the other, and we want to reach through and try and pull our heel and leg back towards us to feel it on the outside. But other than that, you are good and done for the day. I hope you feel like you got a good workout. I know I sure did. Catch you next week. Kim's in tomorrow. We'll see you then.